Hey, what's going on? Welcome along to the Strategy and Conversions podcast. This is episode 45. I'm Jamie Michael Joseph, and as always, this podcast is about giving you that head start, giving you those options to make moves and to help you along the way, just to move faster, to get a grip, just to keep moving forward. And that's what it's all about, okay? I keep saying this in every podcast. My saying is momentum creates motivation. Motivation compounds momentum. What do I mean by that? Well, look, you have to start doing things, okay? You have to put in the work, the reps and sets, and then you'll get motivated. You'll do even more. And then that will just build your momentum even faster. You'll keep moving along and then you'll get the results that you want. And that's what I'm going to talk about in this episode today. It's all about results. Okay, so if we go back to the podcast last week, and I spoke about, look, you need one thing for success. That one thing is consistent action, right? It's putting in the work, it's putting in the effort, but in a smart way. We don't want to get overworked. We don't want to get overwhelmed. We don't want to get to that stage where, we're just burning out and we're not moving forward. We keep hitting that wall, that feast and famine, one step forward, two steps back. What we want to do is just have that consistent action, building that momentum over time and get us to those results that we want. So those results, the whole kind of title of this podcast, I'm going to name that the results are achieved in the unseen hours. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, look, there's a great meme that's out there with Usain Bolt, and it says that he trained for 4 years to run 10 seconds or under 10 seconds, right? That's the record that he has, 9.5 something. But how crazy is that, right? He trained all that time. He could have got there, and there's so many stories with different Olympians who maybe come up short, maybe they get injured, maybe something happens out of their control. But the whole point is that they've put in the work to get to where they need to be. And that's the whole thing that I want to get across here is that, so many people want the results right now. They want the results tomorrow. How long does it take to grow a tree? How long does it take to become an overnight success? It all counts from the work that you put in. So let's get into the effort that you should be putting in, or you can be putting in, right? So let's just go back a step and look at whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, right? This podcast, Strategy and Conversions, is all about business. It's all about growth. It's all about moving forward. But this is just as important when we come to life, when we come to mindset, when we come to health and fitness and working out and stuff like that. But you can't go into the gym and walk out with the body that you want, right? You have to go through, again, look, the reps and sets, right? And it's hard. It gets to that point where you think, what's the point? But if you've got the right plan, if you're doing the right kinds of things each day, if you've got the right, exercise plan there where you're doing a bit of cardio, you're doing a bit of weights, you've got the right nutrition, you're going to see results, right? I said at the end of the podcast last time that there's this saying I heard that you can't run 3 miles a day and still be fat. And that's what, we need to look at with the effort that we're putting in. Those unseen hours. It's not the Instagram lifestyle. You go onto Instagram and everyone's, perfect, right? There's even those shots of like the girls, for instance, where, they're posing for a shot and then they show you the shot directly after and they look totally different, right? Because they've put themselves in a position, in a way to get that shot. And there's so many people doing that, rented Lambos and, pictures on holidays and all kinds of stuff, stuff that doesn't really exist. There's a guy actually, Tom, he's in the mastermind, he deals with fitness. And he was telling me the story about a guy who, I think he worked at the Ritz or the Savoy or something like that. And he was claiming to be like a crypto guru. And he was like, he's taking pictures of him in like penthouse suites and stuff, or it's the Shard, maybe, I can't remember. Anyway, some big place in London. And he's taken all these pictures of himself in penthouses, in the restaurant, basically with like Range Rovers and different cars and all this kind of stuff, trying to show a lifestyle that he's living so people will buy into whatever he's trying to sell, right? It's all nonsense, right? But the whole kind of point is that to even get to that stage that you would want to be at, or, if you wanted that kind of lifestyle, you have to put in the work now. Okay, you have to do the stuff, you have to do the grind, you have to do the hard work, you have to do the stuff that, people don't really want to do. Going back to Usain Bolt, going back to any kind of sports metaphor and stuff like that, or any kind of, sports people that they would have put in the work doing the training, they would have been out in the rain, they would have been out in the sunshine, whatever it is, they would have been hot, they would have been cold. No matter what it is, they're sweating it out. Okay. And the reason they're sweating it out is so that when they get to game day, when they get to what they need to do, they know that they're in the best condition. They know that they can win the game. They know that they can move forward. And that's all I want to get across within this podcast today is like, look, in those unseen hours when it's just you, as you and the computer, as you and your mind, right, you have to do the work, that whole kind of discipline stuff, right? It has to be done. I mentioned The Rock in the podcast last time as well. Is exactly that, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to train. There's no need for him to do that, but that grounds him for the day. He does that. That's his habit. He's then, that's the discipline part done. He knows then that his body's been looked after. He can get to work. He can do whatever he needs to do. And he knows that he's in the best shape that he can be in, and it's just exactly the same. So look, let's bring it back then to strategy and conversions. Let's look at the whole kind of business side, right? If you're not getting the results that you want right now, then look, you need to change. It could be that you need to put in the work, be honest with yourself. Are you actually doing anything to help you move forward? Posting once or twice a week on social media saying this is my business, and then complaining that you don't have any customers. Well, look, you're never going to get what you want just by doing stuff like that. If in that instance, if you don't have the customers that you want, well, look, first off, look, what's the offer? Okay, how are you helping someone? How are you giving them, a transition? How are you giving them the outcome that they want? To look, do they even know that you exist? Are they aware of the problem that they have? Are they aware that you provide the solution? Are they aware that there is a solution? Just to start with. 3, look, why should they come to you? Give them, tell them, what makes you so great, why they should be coming to you. And 4, look, what happens if they don't come to you? Let them know it. If they don't come to you, maybe they go somewhere else. Maybe they go for an alternative, an inferior product or service. Maybe they don't do anything. Look, get that message across to them. Let them know, look, if you don't move forward, this is what's going to happen. There's the whole kind of thing of, social media, treating it like a shop window. We're treating it like your shop, opening up each day, letting people know that you're in business, what you do, who you are, how you can help them. Then you get into the sales part, and this gets down to, concentrating on just one offer that you're looking to put out there. So when I say offer, product or service, right? Concentrate on that product or service. Just 1 month, just that one product or service. Let people know the benefits. Let people know the features. Let people know what the outcome is by getting this. Let people know the price. Let people know why that's of value. Let people know what you bring to the table, why you go that extra mile over someone else. Let them know if they don't move forward this month, maybe it's going to cost more. Maybe they're going to miss out on something. Maybe it just delays their issue. People always move forward, when they're moving away from pain or they're moving towards pleasure. That's all that goes on. If they've got a problem and you've got the solution, you're in the mix, right? You need to let people know all about that. All the kind of tools which are out there, your social media, your website, your SEO, your paid advertising, your videos, but they're all tools, right? The tools are all there to support you. You just need to make sure that your strategy and tactics are right. And the way we look at that is obviously that we need to plan out what we want to achieve. We need to put the steps in place for people to be able to come to us and to be able to buy from us. So look, rolling everything up in this episode today, the whole kind of thing that I want to get across is, look, just do the work. Right, put the work in. We want to work hard, but in a smart way. Okay, so look, we need to put in that effort, put in that grind, but you can do it in sprints, you can do it in short sections, you can just do whatever you need to do, to keep moving forward. Even if you just give yourself an hour a day, half hour a day, whatever it is, just do whatever you can within that time to help you move forward. Don't get to the end of the day and think, do you know what, did I move forward today? I don't know if I did. In fact, on that, I've got a planner that I use, a daily planner. And it basically just schedules your day. I break it down to 4 1.5 hour slots, and I put in there what I need to achieve within that time. I write down the big goals, for the year, what I'm looking to achieve for the year. And then I put my goals for the day as well. Okay, and what I do is I write those down. Every time I've got a win, I put down what I'm winning. And then I ask myself at the end of the day, look, did I move forward today, towards my goal? And do you know what? Some days I don't, and that's the thing, that's okay. Having an off day is fine. Having a couple of off days is fine, but when that turns into weeks and you start having off weeks, all of a sudden you're not moving forward. And if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards, right? You're going to be left behind. So today, this whole point is like, look, put in the work, put in the effort. And if you're there going, yeah, okay, look, I'm ready. I want to do something. I have no idea what to do. I mentioned it last time. Look, we've got the marketing and sales mastermind. This is basically like the ultimate growth environment. It's a development hub. We do 4 sessions a month in there. At least there's bonus sessions as well. We look at strategy. We look at tactics. I bring an expert in to do a masterclass. We do an open Q&A. The bonus sessions, we look at cash creation. So if you don't have a business right now, but you want to start, doing something, start making some money on the side, it's all there. We've got the community, we've got private messenger, we've got training vault. You can access it all through the mobile app as well. And I'm even going to give you like a trial on that. So I'll put some information below. You can grab like a 7 or 14-day trial, whatever kind of time it is that you're watching this video. But the whole point is, look, do something, just try it out. If you come in, it's like at the minute it's £9.50 for 14 days to check everything out, right? £9.50. I can't even get a pizza for that, right? So it's just a case of, look, just try it out. If you do the 2 weeks and you're like, look, this isn't for me, I don't think it's worth carrying on or anything like that, it's fine. You can cancel anytime, just cancel the membership. And look, if you even kind of come in and you're just like, look, Jamie, man, this stuff is like, it's pointless. You just like, you've wasted my £9.50. I'll give you it back. Right, there's nothing to lose. Just come in and check it out. But I'm just going to roll things up there. I'm going to put another podcast out next week. It's going to be really cool. I'm going to tell you all about, the kind of mentor side in the past and how I got to my momentum max, the whole kind of MX of just putting in the work, whether that's body, mind, business, just make sure that you're always moving forward. And that's the best part to close on this week. Just say, look, just keep making those moves, keep moving forward, and you'll get the results that you want. I'll see you then.